Thanks.
As the world grapples with the potential national security threats posed by ISIS and other militant groups, lawmakers in this country have still not decided what exactly they plan to do to avert a shutdown of the Department of Homeland Security. House Republicans today are still refusing to say exactly what their plan is before funding for the agency runs out in about 32 hours. When pressed about it by a reporter today, John Boehner did not exactly inspire confidence.
We're waiting to see what the Senate can or can't do, and then we'll make decisions about how we're going to proceed.
With respect, Mr. Speaker, that your answers about what you're going to do are the same as yesterday. Can Mitch McConnell has said exactly what he's going to do. You know exactly what you're going to get. It's going to be a clean DHS funding bill. Are you going to put it on the floor? Are you going to kill it? Are you going to let him vote on it? Have you even had this discussion?
Well, when we make decisions, I'll let you know.
Joining me now is a Democratic representative from Illinois' 4th District, the chairman of the Immigration Task Force in the Congressional Hispanic Caucus, Congressman Luis Gutierrez. Congressman, hi. Speaker Boehner is blowing air kisses when asked about what he's going to do to fund the nation's Homeland Security organization. Is he taking this seriously?
You know, it's official right now as we speak. It seems to me that Ted Cruz and Jeff Sessions are being reasonable about moving forward, and that the House of Representatives is officially to the right of Sessions and Cruz. Who would have thought? Because they're being hijacked by the extremists in their parties. I can't see how that proposal doesn't come over here to the House of Representatives and we don't adopt it. And I got to tell you, they should just say, hey, we won in the court. It's going all the way to the Supreme Court. We're fighting it out there, and fund the DHS bill. Because here's the irony of all of this, right? Once we win in the court, and we will prevail in the court on the president's executive order, nothing in this funding bill is going to stop DHS from signing up potentially 5 million undocumented workers in this country and getting them right with the law, because the funding for that comes from the receipt of the money that they spend on the application systems.
Yeah, you know things are haywire when Congressman Gutierrez says Ted Cruz is being reasonable, right? I mean, John Boehner only needs the votes of 25 Republicans if he passes this with all the Democrats in the House.
You know, thank you. Every Democrat is ready to sign on, and we've already signed up officially for a clean bill. So obviously the votes exist, and you've heard other Republicans, yet the leadership can't come to a position that's been assumed by Jeff Sessions and Ted Cruz in the Senate. I mean, that's the kind of anarchy that exists. But you know what? I'm hoping we do it because it's the right thing for the country, and that we put our country's security first. But this weekend, Congresswoman Castor in Tampa and I are getting together, and Grayson and I are getting together in Orlando with leaders of the evangelical community, and we're going to continue to educate people and prepare them when we finally win the court case so they can sign up for the president's executive order. So we are doing everything. We are getting everybody ready. We are fighting to keep our country safe by having a clean bill, and we're getting everybody educated. So if there's one thing that I took away from the president's time that he was spending at MSNBC and Telemundo yesterday at the town hall, is that, look, he's going to abide by the decision made by the federal courts, and he's not going to receive any applications. But he made it abundantly clear to the nation, he's not deporting any dreamers. He's not deporting any parents of American citizens, and that's something they can't force him to do any court, and he's standing up for immigrants. And we're going to stand up for them by getting them ready. In the end, the Republican Party, I don't know if they'll ever understand, Alex, but there are millions of American citizen children who are going to remember this moment, and all they're going to think about is just how terribly wrong their parents were treated by the Republican Party. And guess what? It's going to be a horrendous generational that they're going to have to pay for in the future, the Republican Party, for these actions.
And perhaps that reality is dawning on them. We're getting news that House Republican leadership will be meeting behind closed doors at 5 p.m. to figure out what they're going to do. Congressman Luis Gutierrez, always good to see you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
When we come back.